Hey Jansen, it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Awesome, man. So I got some good news for you. You're in the right place for your problem, okay? So since I think what you have is a chiropractic problem, what I'm gonna do is kind of tell you about what chiropractic is. All right. So just like that video you watched last time, chiropractic's not new. It's not experimental. It's actually been the successful treatment for cases just like yours for well over 100 years. Okay. Now it's been actually so popular and so successful, it's now the second largest healing profession in the world. Now they actually done a study done by WebMD on 2 million people over 4 years that showed that chiropractic actually had a 95% satisfaction rate. So 95% in our world is huge. You just don't get that. Okay. So honestly, what's actually most important about that is chiropractic is natural. So in this society, in this world now, everything's so drug dependent. Okay. Now your body actually has an amazing capacity to heal itself through a thing called your central nervous system. So just think of something, say something simple, a cut. Now I don't have to sit there and think, hey, body, stop his bleeding, heal the wound, okay, make it so it isn't a scar anymore. It actually naturally does it for you. You don't have to think about it. That's through the central nervous system. And as a chiropractor, my job is to find where that nerve interference is at and remove it. Okay? So we're gonna now talk about why you feel this way. Now, I'm just kind of let you know, your problem didn't start the day your pain started. Okay? Now, pain is a terrible indicator of a problem. It's typically the last thing to come on, and honestly, the first thing to go away. So, just like we talked about in your exam, it's all about function. Okay? Now, they've done studies on babies, just talking about the actual childbirthing process and the effect it has on its body and the spine. So, they've found out that, man, through that trauma of having the baby, more on the baby, it actually will cause misalignments in their vertebrae, which will cause nerve interference also. Okay, so if you have any kids or are going to have future kids, you can kind of keep that in mind that you want to get your babies checked out just so that they can develop the way they're supposed to. Okay, now let's talk about you. Just think about like when you're younger, playing sports, slip falls, trampolines, etc. How many slips and falls do you think you had just to say the first 5 years of your life? Probably a lot, right? Okay, now think of all that physical trauma you've had, and you pretty much left it untreated. You haven't done anything about it. Now, you're not an adult yet. Just think about like your preteen right now. I'm just going to assume you're an adult right now. Okay, so think of it as an adult. All the improper lifting, twisting, bad posture, stress, etc. All that extra wear and tear on your body. And like I said before, it's virtually left untreated. Now, the dental industry has done a fantastic job of hopefully educating you to take care of your teeth. But just think if you never brushed your teeth from birth until now, what condition do you think your teeth would be in?
Not there.
Probably not there, right? Now, think of all these slips and falls and say car accidents, football injuries, whatever. You haven't done anything about it. What condition do you think your back's going to be in?
Not very good.
Okay, so you're actually pretty lucky that you're not in as more pain than you are right now. Okay, now remember we talked about it's taken years for this wear and tear to happen to get you are right now. It's not going to be corrected all in one day. Now, you're in great health, but think of people who they wake up and like, man, I'm 10 pounds overweight. I want to go start working out and exercising. You think it's going to happen in a day or even a week? No, it takes time. Bad things about the body, time and repetition is how to get success with improving your body. Okay, so that's kind of how you feel. Let's talk about where you are right now. Okay, let's talk about this thing called a subluxation. Now, those are things that as a chiropractor I'm trained to find, which is this is the vertebrae. So this bone right here is representing one of the vertebrae in your spine. This is a disc. Here's another level of the spine. This little yellow thing is the nerve. Okay. Whenever I know you've heard of a dislocation where a joint's totally out of socket, it can't move. If you have that, you're going to go to the ER to get that thing reset. But if something's not in the right position, it's not moving right, either it's moving the wrong way or it just doesn't move to its fullest potential, it moves, twists, and in the spine, it actually puts pressure on the nerve. Remember how we talked about that central nervous system is key for your body to heal itself. So I want to try to find the areas that your body's not working right and get it back, take that pressure off the nerve to allow your body to heal. Does that make sense? So in this little chart right here, what it does is this looks at the neck, mid-back, lower back, and pelvis. Now you were talking about your lower back kind of hurts. So right here are some of the symptoms that are associated with you start irritating those nerves. You have lower back pain, pain down to the legs, hip pain, groin pain, bladder issues, etc. Okay, so I wrote down some of the things that you're kind of dealing with. All right, now this is right here the degeneration process. Here's a 3D model of those. Now, if you have that increased wear and tear for that long, it starts to deteriorate the body. Okay, it just starts breaking it down at an excessive rate. Now, I'm going to kind of give you an understanding of different phases. It's something that you probably understand. Say like cancer. Say someone has stage 4 cancer. Is that pretty serious? It's pretty bad. So say someone finds stage 1 cancer. You want to do something about it before it gets to stage 4 and your life expectancy is drastically gone. Does that make sense? So right now, we'll put you at like a phase 1, phase 2 area of degeneration. Okay, you have that misalignment that's been there for a little while. Good thing is you're young, so we can help stop it to get to where you have this gross, like the bone is starting to grow in the funny ways, and your disc starts to get smaller, and you start to actually have that arthritic changes that us old people talk about. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and show you your x-rays. Boom, show your x-rays, da 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 da, okay, and your movement patterns. I'm gonna circle right here so that you can show your family later on where you're at right at your current condition right now. Okay. Now that we've sat there and talked about why you feel this way, what the problem is, let's talk about the thing that probably is most important to you. How do you fix it? What is the solution? Okay. So the solution is for your healing process and your overall wellness is a series of adjustments. Okay. I'm going to start realigning your body into its proper position so that it can actually start to heal itself. Now, I want to kind of go over what an adjustment does and what it's doing inside the body since you can't see it. So there's 3 things. So an adjustment is removing the nerve interference so your body has 100% capacity to heal itself from pain and other sicknesses. Okay. Now, the next thing is it's going to remove the nerve interference so your body has 100% capacity to prevent future sickness and pain. You're allowing that nervous system to do what it's supposed to do. Third, you're removing the nerve interference so your body has future performance so that your musculoskeletal system doesn't experience so much wear and tear, allowing you to have better mobility your whole life. So as a young athlete, you're letting your body perform to its 100% potential. Okay? Now, just think back to the dentist or orthodontist type mentality. You don't go in there and you don't go to the orthodontist for crooked teeth. You go in there and just rearrange all the teeth in one visit. You're like, okay, you're good. There again, it takes time. So that's where that whole series of adjustments comes from. Now, your spine and your body's been out of alignment for so long, it's actually considered that normal. Okay, so we're gonna have to retrain it to be back into its proper position. So bad thing is it's gonna be like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of mentality because your body's going to want to do what it's used to. Okay, so it's very important that you stick to the prescribed visits and the treatments. Don't miss, try to keep it to a T because they've done research as to the frequency of treatments. The timing is essential for retraining your spine. Okay, now the treatment plan I'm giving for you is going to have 3 stages. Stage 1 is pain relief. You came in here because you're hurting. That's my goal for you, to get you out of pain. Okay? So the first 2 weeks, I'm going to see you 3 times a week. Our goal is to try to get you out of pain. So we're going to start giving you, also doing some electric muscle stim, maybe some ultrasound, some breathing exercises to decrease the inflammation, the irritation that's giving you that pain. So I feel confident after 2 weeks, you're going to probably be pain-free. And you're going to be like, oh, cool, thanks, doc. You fixed me. I'm all good. Bad thing is, it's not what's going to happen. Remember how we talked about pain is the last thing to come on, but the first thing to go away? We want to try to improve your function, your nervous system function. So that's actually, honestly, more important phase is after 2 weeks, you're going to be feeling good. You're thinking you're all better. But the bad thing is, you're in that weird stage where your body's not stabilized yet. It's not retrained yet. And so one wrong move, twist, turn, kind of set you back to honestly probably where you are now, if not worse. Okay? So we're gonna give you some stability exercises. We're gonna do things to try to help strengthen up your body. Now, before we go from the pain relief to the stability care, I'm gonna do an exam. I wanna make sure you're improving, if you're ready for that stability phase, so that we're not doing too much too fast, or if I need to cut it back, I need to alter your treatment plan. But for right now, your stability care, we're gonna see you 2 times a week for a month. We're gonna see you 1 time a week for a month, and we're gonna drop it down, okay? The exercises and all the homework I'm gonna give you is gonna get harder to help try to strengthen you up. So we start doing the beginning stuff, it's like some foam rollers, some core exercises, but then later on, we're gonna actually go over those deadlifts, front squats, lunges, to try to build that strength and function the way we talked about, okay? Third is wellness care. This is our overall goal, all right? Now, wellness is what you need, and that's what we're gonna try to help provide you. Now, you've done all of this work to try to get out of pain, to strengthen, to give that stability there. Are you just gonna let it go? Hopefully not. I mean, prevention is always better than sickness. Think of a car. If you maintain it, hopefully it doesn't break down. You don't fix the oil, you don't do all that stuff, your engine could blow and you have to overhaul all of it. So the good thing is you're gonna do all this nice work to get your body nice and strong and stable. We wanna maintain it, okay? So that's what we're going to do in the long run. That's my goal for you, strength and resilience. Now, to help your responsibility for this, number 1 is I need you to make all your treatments. Try to keep it on there. Like I said, research has shown that this type of frequency is going to help you succeed in your treatment, okay? Number 2, we have a spinal healthcare class. It's called How to Stay Young for 100 Years. Okay, it's kind of corny, but it's great information to try to tell you how to be successful with your treatment, what you can do in other areas of your life to try to help be a nice, long, productive life. Okay, you want quality of life instead of just living to 100 years old and can't move. All right, so the times that we have is Monday at 6:30 or Tuesday at 12 p.m. What time works good for you?
Mondays at 6:30.
Okay, we'll put you down for Monday at 6:30. So what I'm gonna do is Simone's gonna come in. She's gonna go over all the treatment schedule and time, kind of get everything nice and set up. I'm gonna let her know that you wanna come Monday at 6:30 for your How to Stay Young class. And what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna sign it just to let you know that I went over everything here and gave you the recommendation, okay? And then right here, I'm gonna have you sign it just to let me know and the staff know that you understand what we're requiring of you and what makes you successful for your treatment, okay? All right, man. Do you have any questions?
No.
Let's get you started.
Okay.
All right. That was better once it kind of flowed.